Yeah, making it. I know they hating it. I know some niggas that's mad that I'm making it. They talking all that shit, talking hot and they debating it. Remember when they used to laugh?
Getting ready for the weekend, doing the shopping for the boys. Pretty full on. What's up guys, it's Zane here. I just thought I'd do a quick video going through the prep that goes into all of the trips. So obviously we've got a big trip coming up this weekend. We're going up far north for 4 days. So just got back from Pack and Save, did the whole grocery shop. Yeah, so we try and just keep it simple. So we just got burgers, rolls, a few snacks. We've got some special ingredients here because we're going to attempt to make a curry on the beach. So that's going to be epic. Some storage containers for leftovers because we always find these leftovers. We can use it, have it the next day for lunch. So if it's in containers, you know, makes it easier. Then we've got the essentials, charcoal and firewood. That's going to be our cooker basically for all the meat, sausages and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and then we've got eggs, we've got chicken rashers, we've got some storage bags, garlic bread, heaps of water, some Coke, some Red Bulls to keep us going. But yeah, so that's basically like standard every trip. We take the same things. We eat pretty well, so yeah, you guys will see that in the action videos. But yeah, so that's just that. Yeah, I'm just gonna run you guys through a bit of the gear selection that we use when we're going on big trips, because I asked the question on my Instagram and quite a few people actually said they would like to see like the preparation that goes into it. Yeah, so I find that preparation is definitely key. It makes everything go a lot smoother, and especially if there's some guys with you that's not as experienced, it makes it easier for them as well if you have everything ready to go. So basically we're going up north, spending 1 full day on the rocks, straight lining, big burleys, big bait, and then 2 days on the beach, surf casting. So that means that there is quite a bit of gear because it's obviously straight lining rods and surf rods and straight lining rigs, surf rigs, reels, all that sort of stuff. So if we get a lovely camera woman to come a bit closer, I've got 4 bait runners. They're not all mine, 2 of them are mine. And then I just got 2 spare ones for the boys. I've got 2 surf reels. We've got the Certate 14K for top water, casting for kingies. And we've got 2 soft bait reels over there. That focuses, yep. 2 soft bait reels. So yeah, basically, obviously, the bait runners are going to be for straight lining off the rocks. We've got the 2 surf reels for the beach. The Certate 14K for stick baits off the rocks. And then we've got the 2 soft bait reels for catching larvies. Yeah, because it's always good to get fresh bait. So we'll use those reels for that. And then, yeah, as rods go, so we've got the surf rods, 14-foot horizon from Assassin. Beautiful rods, quite a fast action, so really easy to use. Casts a mile, so those will go with the 2 surf reels. Then we've got the Spartan 8-foot PE5 to 8. That's for the Certate 14K. Then we've also actually got a live bait rod, 24 kilo, which will go with a Tonos 50. That's got 24 kilo mono, double, and then a 200 pound wind on. So that will be for the big live baits. And then we've got soft bait rods in this case to protect it on the rocks, so that's for obviously catching larvies. And we've got basically 2 10-foot rods, so these are 10 to 15 kilo rods. Those are obviously for the bait runners. Yeah, so the actually quite an interesting thing is some people prefer fishing with 8-foot rods off the rocks, some people prefer 10 foots. I used to fish with an 8-foot rod off the rocks, it was perfectly fine, but I just find that the 10-foot rod, you get much more leverage. So if you have big rock structure or kelp submerged in front of you, you have good leverage to actually lift the fish up and over. So yeah, definitely, like, I recommend a 10-foot rod for straight lining with the rocks. Yeah, and I just run those with the Thunder's 8000 and the 6500B. Yeah, and those are spooled with 10 kilo mono and 15 kilo. And I just run, because it's the far north, we just run 80-pound leader straight with the Albright knot, joint straight, so there's no swivels or anything. Less jewelry to get snagged in the rocks. And then, what's next? Okay, and then I just run simple, just one tackle tray. That's off the rocks. It's only got hooks, balloons, sinkers in there, and that's it. I don't know what the cameraman is saying. And I've got pre-made straight line rigs for the boys. Yeah, so that's pretty all good. I'll open this. Let's get everything in there. Yeah, so I've just got everything laid out. Some small hooks for catching liveys, big live bait hooks, and then just straight lining hooks. Yeah, and I just find that when fishing off the rocks, you really don't need to carry much in terms of terminal tackle. So I literally only carry this little box, and that's ample for 2 or 3 guys to fish with, even if you get busted off a few times. Yeah, so that's a pretty good tip, I reckon. Then I've got the more serious box in there. So this has got some stick baits, big power swivels, 80-pound, 120-pound leader, glow sticks, sabikis, like heaps of random stuff. I'm not really going to open that one. Yeah, that's it. And then we've got the burley bags, a few burley bags, a few rock spikes. These are fucking so convenient, so easy, fits in the backpack, you know, so easy to just cart around. Burley bag, the rope, and then I think probably the most important thing out of all of this stuff is the dry bag. So this dry bag, and I think, well, personally, it's my opinion, if you're land-based fishing off the rocks and you're walking, dry bag is essential, you know. So we're 4 guys, 4 dry bags, and each dry bag fits about 10 kilos of burley, or 3 3 kilos, a rock spike, tackle box, burley bag. So that's ample burley. It fits bait, everything. So what we do is we have 3 guys carrying bait and burley, and then 1 guy carrying food, water, stuff like that, and then it's all on your back. You've got your rods in your hand, which is super light because you're just carrying one or 2 rods. Your hands are free, easy to balance and all that sort of stuff. So I reckon that's pretty essential, and a good dry bag is essential as well. Yeah, and then last but not least, we've got the surf casting bag over here. So there's nothing much to really see in that. It's just got the tackle tray for all the surf rigs, because obviously we use different size hooks, swivels, different leader and all that compared to off the rocks. Yeah, and then, oh, how can I forget the biggest freaking thing here? Storage box. So this is, yeah, I reckon this is pretty handy, because what we do is I've got the gas cooker in there, kettle, pots, pans. I've got my wetsuit in there. I chuck all the reels on top of all of that, so it's nice and protected. And then yeah, keeps that, it's easy to chuck in the back of the ute, no problems. And yeah, just overall, it's just much safer that way. Keeps your gear in tip-top shape. But yeah, I think that's basically it. That's how I prepare for a long trip. And I try and prepare like at least a week in advance. Make sure I've got everything, go through, write a checklist down, you know, inform the boys of what I think they should have, which will be beneficial. If they don't have it, I'll try and suss it out, you know, try and get them something. But yeah, that's how we prepare. And yeah, I reckon, like I said, preparation is key. It makes everything go a lot smoother, a lot easier. I've even got all the meals that we're gonna eat over the days all written out, you know, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So even the chili bins are packed in that order, so it's easy just to get things out, prep it, and yeah. So yeah, I guess this is the least exciting part of the video. Hopefully there's some freaking good action to come later on. Hopefully the weather plays ball, and hopefully we can get onto some good fish. I think next I'm going to show you the bait freezer and just show you what everything looks like. Peace. So another important thing is obviously your bait. When I know I have a trip coming up, maybe like a month before, I'll start chipping away and getting all my bait sorted. We get all our bait from Top Catch, so you know, all good quality bait, fresh as, and works a treat. So yeah, that's where we get all our bait from. Just run you through what we've got. So this is the bait freezer. Yeah, so we've got mackies, pilchards, mullet, octopus off the beach, so bullet tuna. We've got some mince over there as well. The fish like mince too. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that's that. Some more meat. Yeah. Yeah, some bait over there. Yeah, so basically, like, I reckon if you know you have a big trip planned coming up, yeah, just start chipping away at your bait, because trust me guys, bait is not cheap these days. It literally just went up today as well. So yeah, so just chip away at that, and then what we do is, on our way up, we'll stop at a wharf and we'll try and collect fresh bait as well. Fresh bait is key, so there'll be another video on that coming up. Yeah, we'll be stopping at Hohora Wharf and getting some fresh mackies and piper hopefully, and then